Hello there guys, Feng here, and welcome back to Games Tycoon. Okay, so as you can see, we're very close to finishing the Feng engine build. It's supposed to be 1.0, but I'm a dumbass and didn't name it right, so yeah, go me. Over to that one. That should be easy to do. Well, not easy, but we should be able to do it fairly confidently. Okay, so I think we're in a position now where we might want to start thinking about moving office. The main reason for this is that I no longer have any room to place objects. Not realistically anyway. And the employees that we have left are not useful to us at the moment at all. So I'm thinking about possibly moving into a small office. Possibly this one, possibly just a small office building. I don't want to get too far, too big just yet, but we'll see. So I think what I'm going to do first is make sure that this is done and make sure that 8-bit sound's done, and then maybe we can think about renovating to a new office. I would prefer to have one more engine done first, but I think we're going to need more staff and more employees really to be able to actually program it properly, you know, in a reasonable time anyway. I mean, as you can see, it's already year 7. I think it took just under, was it 8 or 9 months to make that engine, which is quite a long time really. So you know, it might have even been longer than that. It might have even been just under a year, but so good. There's another one there. Might as well do that one as well. Get some more monies. I think with a small office block, what I can do as well is I can then build a teaching room, and that's going to really up our speed a lot. Well, effectively, not the speed stat, but our speed in doing stuff in general. It would definitely be a lot more beneficial. What genres have we got? Oh yeah, there was another engine that was released, the RPG engine, which I'm actually kind of glad that we didn't do that, even though the profit sharing is very high, and obviously it's actually quite cheap to buy. There's more features than we've got at the moment. We haven't got 15 features. In fact, I think if we have a look, we can actually see how many features we actually have. I've just researched the new one, so we've got 13 features. So we are kind of keeping up with the competition. We're just that little bit slower than them at the moment. Just that little bit. So once this one's done, once we finish this contract, I think we're going to go ahead and move into a new office. I think that's the best course of action. I don't want to move into anything too big, and we're still not going to focus on game production just yet, although that will be, we can focus on it if we need to. We're just not going to focus on publishing it ourselves, not until we get the bigger office building. I also need to think about, well, how I'm going to lay it out. When I actually did it on easy, I bought the big office building, and I actually made a really big mistake. I put my sitting room and my toilet and my restroom right in the corner, in one of the corners, and that was a bad idea because it takes ages for employees to go and visit the toilets and the sitting room. So that's best. That was the best in the middle. All right, I think we're good to go then. So I'm actually just going to quickly save it here just in case, because I'm a derp. We're going to go with the small office building. Old inventory, we'll get some money from that, that's fine. And here we go, we've now bought a bigger office. This is obviously a lot more bigger than what we had originally. Now I really need to think about where I need to place stuff. Again, I'm not worried about making games just yet, so I'm not going to need a support. In fact, I can't even make a support, so that's no good. I'm not going to make production, I'm not going to make marketing, nothing like that. So let's focus on some of the small things first. So I'm definitely going to make the restroom and sitting room in the middle area. So I think if we go ahead and just make the main rooms first. So we've got a development room here. I'm going to make it quite big. Should have enough money for this, hopefully. I'm just wondering how big I should make it. If I make it that big, Then we have a research room there. Yeah, that might work pretty well actually. Alright, we'll do that. We'll make sure that the exit is there. We're going to put the research room here. The research room doesn't need to be too big. Just enough so that we can get it done reasonably quick. Don't forget, this is not our final, you know, building. So, you know, I'm not really too fussed about that. I'm just trying to think what else we need. Obviously now we need the other stuff. I'm just thinking where to put the training room. We've got a training room. I'm going to need to put the head office somewhere as well. I think I'm going to have to start putting the head office. If I put the head office here, I don't need it too big. Don't make your head office too big because it's not really used for much. So if I put the head office there, I've got a little bit of room in the middle now. So I could actually stick something, so I can put the restroom there. In fact, yeah, that would be a good idea. Put the restroom there. Make it fair, not big, but big enough. So there we go. Put the restroom there. So it's not as, so you know, it's still not that big, but it's big enough to suffice. Come on. Thank you. I'm surprised we didn't get Studio of the Year. Trollolol. We don't need a storeroom. We need the sitting room. The sitting room should be in the middle as well, so we're going to stick it around here. I'm going to make it fairly large. So if I stick it there, that should be large enough, maybe. Might even be too large. But that'll do. And now all we need is one more building. And that's the room, one training room. I'm actually just... If we do make games, we might need the support room. I'm just thinking. Remove the sitting room. Lost a bit of money there, but it doesn't matter at this point. So the support needs to be fairly, not huge, but it needs to be fairly big. I'm going to go ahead and put the training room over here then, like so. So if we have the training room there, training room pretty big so that multiple people can use it, and then we have the sitting room next to it, and then the rest of the space could be used for the support. Yeah, I'm glad with that. I'm happy with that. That's fine by me. Although I should have put that door in the middle, shouldn't I? I'm a dumbass for that. This is the problem. You can't edit a room once it's built, and that's a big flaw. I'm hoping that you can do that eventually, but currently you can't. So that's just something to bear in mind. Okay, so now we need to stick stuff in. Now, obviously I'm going to put these good desks in. So, which way should I put them in? Should I put them in that way? Yeah, that'll be okay. So, 1 desk, 2 desk, 3 desk, 4 desk, 5 desk, 6 desk, 7 desk, 8 desk. Oh, I can even fit more. I'm going to leave those empty though. Okay, so now I'm going to fit these other desks here. So let's go ahead and put a desk. 4 should be enough for that. That should really be enough. Now we need a head office. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in. There we go. We don't have enough for the other stuff yet, so I don't know what this unlock means. Oh, it's when you got that many unlocks. Okay, that's fine. I get it. I'm not dumb. Go away. I know. Shove up. Right. So all the other important stuff, I know this stuff's important, but we need to sort other stuff out first. So let's get that in. Let's get a seating. Let's get a luxury seating. Yeah, that's fine there. One of each machine, because we are going to need it. Maybe if I put the machine this way. So we've got a cart machine. We've got the vending machine. Refrigerator. I'm pretty sure one of our things needed a refrigerator, so I'll stick that in there. The training room, the important bit, we need a blackboard. So the blackboard, I probably could have built this room a bit better. Oh, if I'd have put that door over there, we would have stuck that there. Fuck. Right, hang on. How much is it for the training room? If it's cheap, yeah, it's only 15 grand. Oh, fuck it. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to rebuild it. Stick the door. There. There we go. We should be able to fit our blackboard in there now, without taking much space. There we go. Fantastic. Alright. I'm going to build these ones. These ones are obviously the better ones to use. So, here we go. I'll stick... Ooh, that's not going to fit many, is it? Oh, we should be okay. 1, 2... Doesn't save the position. That's really odd. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. That's fantastic. So we can teach 6 employees at the same time. We don't even have 6 employees at the moment, so that's all good. Right, so toilets. I'm gonna make 2 toilets. So we're gonna have 1 there, and we've got no room for the other one. That's fantastic. So we're gonna end up with just 1 toilet. Now, what we'll do is we'll move it. If I move it that way, we should be able to fit another toilet in at least, possibly. Huh, maybe not. Well, poor Feng. Poor judgment on Feng's part. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We still probably only need the 1. You don't need many toilets anyway. You really don't. So 1 there. 1 there. Now we need the luxuries, I like to call them. Even though obviously they're not exactly luxuries. People do need them. So we're going to stick a fan there. Let's skip him by quick. Fan there, fan there, fan there, and a fan there. Okay, okay. Those are the fans. Now we need heating. Heating is very important. Make sure we got some heating. So I'm going to stick 1 there, 1 in the toilet, 1 in the head office, if it'll let me. There we go. 1 in here. There. 1 in the training room. 1 in here. If we can fit it in, if it'll let me fit it in, there we go, that should do it. Trash can, I can stick that there, make sure it's not somewhere stupid, like it normally is. Make sure there's 1 there, make sure there's 1 on this, don't put it on that side. Oh, actually I've put all the things on this side, they're going to go in here to drink and stuff. Fuck. Yeah, I'll stick that there. Need some plants, so let's go ahead and stick a plant there. Plant there. Probably need more plants than this, but for the time being it will suffice. There we go. What else do we have to do? We've got the 18. We need an extinguisher. One of our employees need an require an extinguisher, so I'll stick that there. Now we've got quite a lot of stars now, due to the fact that obviously we've been buying stuff and putting stuff down, which is fantastic. Let me stick that one there and stick the other machine there. Now what we need to do is, before we do anything else, is we need to make sure that the employees that we want have the items that they require. So this one's music and sound, we don't want that one. That one is absolutely fucking useless. Wow. No thank you. Game design. No, yeah, we could definitely do with that one, even though it's only 18 again. Programming, now that's the one we want. Fantastic. So there's a new employee. Fantastic. We need to have a look, see if there's any more. Another programmer would be nice, and we have got another programmer, so that's fantastic. And the last one we probably want is another game designer. I'm hoping there was one with a bit more stats than that. There's another programmer there. That's pretty decent. Yeah, the other game designer doesn't really have that much stats. Oh well. What does it require? The grey chair. Okay. We can sort that out. That's not a big deal. Where's the grey chair? Hang on a sec. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? It's that one. Seating. You can put these ones in here as well, so perhaps sticking one there would be good. There we go. And now we can hire him. And he can go in there. Fantastic. Right. Now we need to make sure that everyone knows where they are. Game design. Programming. Game design. So we've got 3 game designs and 3 programmings, as well as a Feng. You have an army, we have a Feng. Right, let's start researching these features. And more importantly, oh my god, brilliant. So I did put the profit sharing up on all of my engines. I put it to 20%. I feel like I could now, so that's exactly what I did, and it's paid off. I'm getting more money now from that. I'm going to do some of the contracts to start off with. These ones will not take very long at all. And I need to see what courses I've actually got available. Alright. Okay. So we've got programming, game design, music, and office work. We don't need the office work. The game design would actually be a nice one to get. But I think programming would be probably a bit more useful. Problem is I can't get all of them to go in at the same time. That would be silly. So just a few in here, there, and everywhere. Hang on a sec. Who's got the least? In fact, Feng is one of the least that's got programming, but his speed's pretty damn high. Alright, let me get Feng, Christian, and you. You can start on programming course, while the others are researching stuff. That makes sense, yeah? Might as well, because we're waiting for research to be done anyway. Feng can stay and do some more contract work. In fact, actually, no, fuck it. We're not in desperate need for money yet, so I might as well get Feng in there to do some programming as well. Might as well. It's not going to take long, as you can see. Assuming Feng can sit down would be nice. There we go. Secret programming techniques. Fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the engines. It's still the same, so I'm not worried too much about the engines. What have we? We haven't got another thing yet, have we? We haven't got another genre yet. So that's something to think about. We haven't actually got another genre yet, so we need to sort that out fairly soon. All's going well though, as we can see. They're being taught how to program better. You can't actually override them and see what the progress is. It comes after the course is done, so bear that in mind. Let me have a quick look at the contract work. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. My main concern at the moment is that we haven't actually been getting any money from our engines for a while. So we need to sort that out fairly. Oh god, we could do a bin in here, couldn't we? Shit. This is the only problem. Oh, filing cabinet. I forgot to put filing cabinets in as well. Well done, Feng. You forgot your damn filing cabinets. Stick them somewhere where it's not going to bug the game out. Yeah, like there, for example. And there. And there. That might bug the game out, but fuck it. There we go. I'm going to quickly save. There we go. I must say as well, for an early access game, I have not had one single crash, which is fantastic considering the amount of hours I've already put in. 20 hours on my own, and I think this is like 3 hours into this particular playthrough, something like that. It's pretty stable, which is very surprising for an early access game, especially recently. I mean, there's a lot of early access games that are, yeah, a lot of they crash a lot. Let's just say that. Here we go. So we can see now that Feng has gained 5, which is fantastic. Frank has gained 9. Donald has gained 8.7, and Christian's gained 9.4. But they've also gained a bit of speed, which is very, very useful. Alright. So actually, fuck it. I might as well do another one while I'm here. Screw it. Do another one. Do another programming course, and that's gonna really make us excel in not only contract work, but it's gonna make us excel in making engines quicker. And then once these have finished researching the genre, the next genre. I'm going to get them into the training and start with their gameplay. I mean game design. I keep calling it gameplay and I don't know why. I'm just so used to it. Strategy would probably be the next best one, I would have thought. Yeah, at least research points, and there's no an engine for it yet, so we'll definitely go for that. Still got no fans. Oh well. Yeah, we are losing a wee bit of money. It's a little bit worrying, but it's not that worrying yet. It's because I've been paying for these training things, but that's fine. As long as we can develop the engines at a reasonable pace, then that's actually not a problem. I'm completely okay with that. Which obviously we will be able to do once this training program is done. I mean, they all should have at least 30 now. 30 to programming, perhaps even more, perhaps even 40. So it's going to be done a lot quicker. Plus there's obviously 4 doing it instead of 2. So it's going to be done twice as quick. And obviously the speed's gone up as well. And the working well should increase. As you can see, work well is 54, 53, 50. This is why teaching is the teaching room is nearly indispensable. Until really end game, where you've got all your employees, they're already at full, and you can't do nothing else with them. But I mean, that's like really end game. Speaking of end game, the game seems to lack a little bit in that department. It's not feature complete yet, so you know, bear that in mind. But there really needs to be more of an end-game incentive. Like for example, in Game Dev Tycoon and of course in Games Go Makers, you can make your own console eventually, which is always nice. And in the case of Game Dev Tycoon, you can actually start distributing your games via digital means, which is really fantastic. And I really think that, you know, this game could possibly learn a thing or two about that, because if you can do that, if you can, especially, it's because when you get to production, it does cost you a lot of money to make physical copies. Oh god, they're at slow speed. Want more cabinets? So when you think about it like that, obviously a digital distribution is going to be a hell of a lot cheaper, so it's going to save you a cost, and you can still sell it for the same amount, you know, or maybe even cheaper. But that'll be pretty cool if you could do that as well, and maybe that will take up server space, you know, because at the moment there is a server room for obviously MMOs, but nah, MMOs ain't that great. They don't seem very well balanced at the moment. Making an MMO, you don't get many subscribers. It seems a bit at the moment with it, so I don't know. What I'm going to do though is actually I'm going to get Feng to help out with the strategy researching, because we do really want to start this engine as soon as possible. So come on then, let's get this strategy on the VIP. Okay, so yeah, I'm working at normal speed again now, which is fantastic. Let's see if there's any contract work going while we're waiting. There's a lot of contract work. That one gives the most 13, but that should be okay. As you can see, plus 4 there already. Plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, that's fantastic. That's what I want to see. And as you can see, you know, we're already there. Oh great, now we've actually got some money coming in from the engines. It's about time. At least we're back to 1 million now. That's what I was kind of worried about. No one was buying the engines, but we've actually kind of stopped producing them for the time being because we've been busy building stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to research anything else for the time being. I'm going to get these into here, like so. I'm actually going to get Feng in here as well. Fuck it, Feng can learn some game design as well. There we go. And once this is done, we're going to go ahead and build the new engine for what was it? Strategy? Yeah, strategy games. Got loads of features now, which is fantastic. There we go. This is going to be a rather expensive engine, as you can see. It's going to cost 321,000, so it's quite expensive. We will, you know, increase the price to reflect that, but for the time being. That's fine. I might actually increase the profit sharing a little bit on that, but we'll see. We'll see. So, Feng engine, strat 1.0. There we go. We're going to sell the engine. Obviously not for 10,000. That's silly. We're going to sell it for 200 with profit sharing of 20. Seems reasonable. So we'll do that. And as you can, it's already at 6%. That is so much quicker than what it was earlier on, waiting for donkeys. But I am actually going to stick a cut in here, and I'll see you next episode when the engine is nearly done.